So R1 and R2 are equivalence relation in A is given in the question. You have to show that R1 intersection R2 is also equivalence. For that, you will consider the concept of R1 and R2 as equivalence. Okay, first is, if we want to show that R1 intersection R2 is equivalence, first we need to show that it is reflexive, right? For reflexivity, what we will do, we'll take an element from A and we have to say that AA belongs to R1 intersection R2. Can we say that AA belongs to R1 intersection R2? If you are able to say that R1 intersection R2 में AA है, for all A in A, you can say that it is reflexive. So yes, I can say. Why I can say? Since the reason is R1 is equivalence means it is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Similarly, your R2 is also reflexive, symmetric and transitive. So I can say that since R1 and R2 both are reflexive, since they are equivalence, they are reflexive also. Since they are reflexive, for any A belongs to A, you will have AA belongs to R1 as well as AA belongs to R2. That means AA belongs to their intersection also. So this is the reason for saying that AA belongs to R1 intersection R2. Understood this? R1 and R2 are reflexive because they are equivalence relation that is given in the question. R1 is reflexive means for any A belongs to A, you have AA belongs to R1. R2 is reflexive means AA belongs to R2 for any A belongs to A. That means if AA belongs to R1 as well as R2, then it will be in, that element will be in the intersection also. Therefore, R1 intersection R2 is reflexive. Okay, is reflexive. Second thing is symmetric. Now to prove symmetric, we will start with, you remember, first you have to take AB belongs to the relation what is here. हमें यहाँ पे R1 intersection R2 लेना है. मैं बस बता रही हूँ सिमेट्रिक में क्या दिखाते हैं. AB belongs to R होगा तो आपको लेना चाहिए BA belongs to R. So this is the concept which you have to use here, right? So we will start with let AB belongs to R1 intersection R2. Here you need to show that AB belongs to R1 intersection R2 implies BA belongs to R1 intersection R2. Now AB R1 intersection R2 में है मतलब AB is in R1 as well as AB is in R2 because it is in the intersection, right? Now if AB is in R1, since R1 is equivalence, or you can say since R1 is symmetric, I will get BA also belongs to R1. And since again R2 is symmetric, we will have AB की जगह आपको BA R2 में ही मिल जाएगा. Understood? Since R1 is symmetric, you will have AB belongs to R1 implies BA belongs to R1. And since R2 is symmetric, you will get AB belongs to R2 implies BA belongs to R2. Now since BA belongs to R1 as well as R2, you will get BA is in the intersection. You have started with AB belongs to the intersection and you got BA belongs to the intersection. Therefore, R1 intersection R2 is symmetric. Okay. Is symmetric. Clear? This one? Now we can move on to the third part, which is transitivity. Transitive.
मैम
हाँ
मैम बोर्ड क्लियर नहीं आ रहा थोड़ा.
क्लियर नहीं है. Now is it clear?
Yes ma'am.
Okay. Now for transitivity, you need to take two elements, that is let AB belongs to the intersection as well as BC, the continuation. BC belongs to the intersection. And you have to show that AC belongs to the intersection. Now, if AB is in the intersection, I can say that AB is in R1 as well as AB is in R2. AB belongs to R1 and AB belongs to R2. Similarly, you will have BC belongs to the intersection means BC belongs to R1 as well as BC belongs to R2. Now here see, you have AB belongs to R1 and BC belongs to R2. Sorry, R1. Both the elements are in R1. That means since again R1 is equivalence, R1 is transitive also. So AB belongs to R1 and BC belongs to R1 implies that AC belongs to R1. Clear? Since R1 is transitive. Again you have AB belongs to R2 and BC belongs to R2. And R2 is transitive. So you will have AC belongs to R2. Now you have got AC belongs to R1 as well as AC belongs to R2. So you can say that AC belongs to their intersection, R1 intersection. We have started with AB belongs to R1 intersection R2 and BC belongs to R1 intersection R2 and you reached AC belongs to R1 intersection R2. Therefore, R1 intersection R2 is transitive. Hence, all the three. Hence, R1 intersection R2 is reflexive, symmetric, and transitive. Therefore, it is an equivalence relation. R1 intersection R2 is an equivalence. Clear? Is it okay? Understood? Shall we move on to the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Next question says, let R be a relation on a set A of ordered pairs of positive integers. So you have a relation R in a set and this set contains ordered pairs of positive integers. That means ऐसे होगा set of all x, y such that both x and y are positive integers. Okay, उनका ordered pair का collection है such that x and y are positive integers. This is your A. So A will contain ordered pair elements. And the relation is given to be as xy related to uv if and only if xy related to. I have already told you this is also a symbol to say that elements ऐसे related हैं. A related to B. Discuss किया था पहले. AB belongs to R is the meaning that A is related to B. Okay. Clearly we are taking xy is related to, that is an ordered pair, an element of A, because A में ही वो ordered pair में है तो R में ordered pairs का relation होगा. ठीक है? So xy is related to uv if and only if. This is a symbol used for if and only if. If and only if xv is equal to, कैसे connect कर रहे हैं देखो, first and the last of this and these two. xv is equal to yu. The relation given. अगर ऐसे related है तो वो वाले pairs सारे R में होंगे. Okay, A में कौन कौन है? ऐसे वाले ordered pairs. Every ordered pair is in A, but those ordered pairs whose relation is connected like this will be in R. Okay, and you have to show that R is an equivalence relation. Again, R is an equivalence relation means we have to show that it is reflexive. For reflexivity, you will start with an element. यहाँ पे xy जैसा है element, so normally हम जो a लेते हैं उसकी जगह यहाँ xy ले रहे हैं. Okay, here xy वहां सिर्फ कैसे करते हैं वहां पे, यहाँ पे जो a का एलिमेंट होगा ना, for all a belongs to a हम normally लेते हैं, but here in your a itself you have an element which is in the form ordered pair. So you have to say for any ordered pair in AA, that ordered pair should be related to itself. That means xy should be related to xy for any. So is it true xy will be related to itself? Let's check. If we are saying that these two are related, an ordered pair is related to itself if it satisfies this condition. This condition means this should be related like this. ये दोनों multiplication is equal to these two, right? So when we multiply, we'll get xy. This into this is equal to y. Now, since they have said that x and y are integers, positive integers, the multiplication will be giving you the same answer. xy ho ya yx ho, answer same ही होगा. So these are equal. So this is the reason behind why we are saying that xy is related to xy. Understood? For reflexivity, we have taken any pair, any element in A which is of ordered pair form, so that that element is related to itself. So आपको ordered pair related to the same ordered pair लेना है. अब वो क्यों है? क्योंकि xy is equal to yx. Since x and y are positive integers, xy will be equal to yx. Therefore, we are having this. Okay. Hence, we can say that R is reflexive. Is this okay? Next thing is symmetricity. For symmetric, you need to choose a relation. That means xy related to something like that. ऐसे आपको choose करना है. Let x ordered pair xy related to ordered pair uv. और आपको प्रूव क्या करना होगा? हम कैसे प्रूव करते हैं? A related to B है, तो B related to A आपको चाहिए. That means AB belongs to R implies BA belongs to R. This is what you have to show in your symmetricity. So here also similarly, but you instead of A you have this ordered pair, instead of B you have this ordered. Okay, so what you need to get is a reverse order of this. That is UV is related to XY you should get. So first we are taking XY is related to UV means by definition you have, if they are related, what is the condition given? This into this, that is x into v is equal to y into u. Okay, अब आप imagine कीजिए, आपको जो चाहिए वो है uv related to xy. That means आपको product क्या चाहिए होगा ताकि ये relation आपको मिले? These two is equal to these two. That means uy is equal to vx. इस फॉर्म में आपको यहाँ पहुंचाना है. ठीक है, तो वो एक आइडिया मिले इसलिए मैंने यहाँ पे ये लिखकर दिखाया. अब देखो क्या क्या करना पड़ेगा. दैट टर्म हम यहाँ पे लिखेंगे एंड लेफ्ट हैंड साइड का जो है वो राइट हैंड साइड. तो यू विल गेट yu is equal to xv. नो चेंज, सेम है कंसेप्ट. नाउ व्हाट वी आर डूइंग इज yu कैन बी रिटन एज uy. सिंस वी हैव टू राइट लाइक ऐसे पेयर मिलना चाहिए, सो yu की जगह हम uy लिखेंगे. नो डजंट मैटर बिकॉज बोथ हैव द सेम वैल्यू. एंड हियर आल्सो xv की जगह vx. और जब आपको पेयर ऐसा मल्टीप्लिकेशन देता है तो कौन कौन कनेक्टेड होता है? देखो x y, so you'll get u v is related to, यहाँ पे u v है. u v कौन है? देखो उल्टा u v. तो यहाँ पे जब आप लिखोगे तो यहाँ पे लिखोगे u v related to x y. अंडरस्टूड? ये ऐसे आएगा, ये ऐसे. you'll get u v is related to x y. So this was the purpose you have to get. You got this. Okay. Just we have arranged adjustment. सिर्फ adjustment है यहाँ पे. पहले ये definition यूज किया इन elements का जो है, उसके बाद order उस तरफ इस तरफ change किया, फिर उनका order of multiplication change किया बस. So you got this. So xy related to uv implies uv related to xy. Therefore R is symmetric. Understood? Now you have one more case here which is transitive. For transitivity, you have to take two pairs relation. So we will choose let x comma y belong, sorry, xy related to uv. एक pair हो गया. And what you will take uv and जो उन्होंने शायद ab लिए, ab. Okay. Any other pair you can take. pq कुछ भी ले लो. uv related to ab. दो pairs ले लिए. आपको लास्ट क्या करना होगा? You have to connect this and the last one. That means you have to get xy is related to ab. यहाँ तक पहुंचना है. So we will start from the definition. xy related to uv is same as, you will get xp, this into this is equal to this into this, y into u. And you will get here कैसे आएगा? इसलिए ये एरो डाला है कि अलग कोई टर्म लो तो आपको कनेक्ट करने में इजी हो. So you have to write up is equal to va, right? Now what we will do is, we have to get what? We have to get xy is related to ab. xy related to ab का मतलब है आपको ये दोनों xp मिलना चाहिए equal to y. ऐसे मिलना है लास्ट में. ये मिलेगा तब आप ऐसे लिख सकते हो. तो xb अगर मिलना है तो इन दोनों को पहले आप विजुअलाइज करेंगे. इक्वेशन नंबर 1 2. What you will do in order to get this result? So if I am suppose multiplying, let me check. if I'm multiplying both 1 and 2, 1 and 2 multiplied, left side will become XVUV and right hand side will become YUVA, right? In any order you will write YUVA. Now when I see V and V get cancelled, U and U get cancelled, I will get XB is equal to YA. This is what I need to get. When XY related to AB, I have to write, I should get XB is related to YA. So I can write XY is related to AB. From where you started, XY is related to UV and UV related to AB implies XY related to AB. Therefore, R is transitive. Okay, R is transitive. Is this clear? They have used some other method division and दोनों side में A by U से multiply करके किया है. अगर आपको वो easy लग रहा है, that is okay. Or else if this is easy, that's okay. You have to just get this result, whatever operation you do using these two equations. Okay, this is fine.
Ma'am,
Huh?
ma'am, board is not clear.
Again, net problem hoga, I don't know. For everyone, it is not clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I do then? Just see now.
Yes, ma'am. Now it's
Clear?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. This you understood transitivity?
Yes, ma'am.
Next question is 43. You have X. Set S. X is given and it contains 1 to 9 elements. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are the elements in X. R1. You have two relations given here. R1 is given to be. It is defined in X and it is given to be set of all those XY where you have X minus Y is divisible by 3. And R2 is given to be, again R2 is set of all those XY such that you have three conditions here. Either XY is a subset of, or how they are taking is alternate करके ले रहे हैं 1, 4, 7. Set 1, 4, 7. All have same peculiarity. Okay, that we will see. 2 होगा तो फिर वो ले रहे हैं 2, 5, 8. Either XY will be a subset of 1, 4, 7 or it will be a subset of 2, 5, 8 or it will be a subset of बाकी क्या will be 3, 6 and 9. Subset of 3, 6, 9. All the three sets, no, that is 1, 4, 7, 2, 5, 8 and 3, 6, 9 all have the same peculiarity. And what is that peculiarity? If you subtract any two numbers if you subtract from this set, you will get it to be a multiple of 3, right? 1 or 4 minus करोगे 3 या minus 3 मिलेगा. 4 and 7 3 या minus 3, 1 and 7 6 या minus 6. So this is a multiple of 3. Here again you check, you will get all the elements related with a multiple of 3, subtraction of any two elements. That means R1 में जो लिखा है वही यहाँ पे भी satisfy कर रहा है ना? 2, 5, 8 में कोई भी दो elements लो और subtract करके देखो, it will be divisible by 3. Again 3, 6, 9 में any two elements, subtraction will give you a divisibility of with 3 or a multiple of 3. Okay, so this is the case how they are choosing your R. Clear? Now you have to say that this R1 and relation R1 and R2 both are having the same meaning. That means R1 is equal to R2. Now whenever we need to show that equal to, the condition or the step which we use is, first we will show that one is a subset of the other. Then we will show that the second one is a subset of the first one, so that it makes them equal. This will imply that they are equal. Okay, this is the condition followed. One is a subset of another. कैसे बोलते हैं? When I take an element from a set, suppose x belongs to this, I have to get that x belongs to this one. So I will say that R1 is a subset of R2. Again, I will choose an element from R2 and I will show that that element belongs to R1. So that this is a subset of R1. R2 is a subset of R1. And when I get all these conditions, that is R1 subset of R2 and R2 subset of R1, I can say that from these two equations, the only condition is they can be equal. Okay, if one is a subset of the other and the second one is also the subset of the first one, you have the condition that they are equal. So that is a procedure used here to prove that the two relations are equal. So first we will start with, let xy be an element of R1. तो पहले मैं R1 का एक element ले रही हूँ और दिखा रही हूँ कि वही element R2 में है. So that I can say that R1 is a subset of R2. Okay. So when I say that xy belongs to R1, the condition for R1 is x minus y is divisible by, that is given in your R1 condition. And the meaning of this is same as if I say xy is a subset of 1, 4, 7. The meaning is same because any two elements will give you the subtraction as divisibility with 3. So xy is a subset of 1, 4, 7 or xy is a subset of 2, 5, 8 or xy is a subset of 3, 6, 9. Okay. The meaning of this is same as meaning of this. Either it will be a subset of this or subset of this or subset of this. जो भी आप बोलोगे उसका meaning यही आता है. That means I can say that this xy will be an element of R2 also. Understood? So from where I started, xy belongs to R1 and I reached xy belongs to R2. Therefore, R1 is a subset of R2. This is your first equation. Okay? This is clear? Shall I up?
Yes, ma'am.
Now I will start with an element in R2 and I will show that it is in R1. Okay. तो ये एक यहाँ पे रहेगा. अब आप start कर रहे हो, let x, y ordered pair belongs to R2. Now when I say x, y belongs to R2, I will get this total definition. That means either xy belongs to, is a subset of 1, 4, 7 or xy is a subset of, or I can say, or it is a subset of 2, 5, 8 or a subset of 3, 6, 9. Okay. Much I get, and this implies that in all the cases I have this xy to be a condition, in a condition that x minus y is divisible by 3. So I can write that x minus y is divisible by 3, or you can say is a multiple of 3. And this will give you that the ordered pair xy belongs to R1. So from where you started, xy belongs to R2 and you reached xy belongs to R1. That means R2 is a subset of, पहले मैंने कहाँ से start किया, R2 का element है, तो R2 is a subset of R1. R2 का एक element लिया तो वो R1 में है. That means R1 में R2 का एक element है. एक element in the sense, this is a general term. So all the elements of R2 are in R1 is the meaning. Therefore, we are saying that R2 is subset of R1. And this is your equation number 2. And from 1 and 2, from these two equations, you will get that R1 is equal to R. Okay. Clear?